I was supposed to do my Monday live stream, so I'm feeling better, and I thought I'd get on here just to let you know that I am feeling better. Okay? I hope some of you will join me for a little while. I don't think this will be a very long live stream, but let me open up a window and see if anybody comes in and wants to visit for a while. Whew. And I'll tell you what happened last night. Let's see. Yay, it is now. Okay, here we go. So it is Tuesday, and like I said, I missed last night's live stream, but I just couldn't do it. I was not feeling well. Let me fix this up. Hold on one more second. Fix this up. Hold on one more second. Okay, there we go. Hi, not a Shuby. Marlene. How you doing, Marlene? Hi, Kimberly. Yeah, I'll tell you, yesterday afternoon, about, not too, right around when I was gonna go live, about 5:36, I started feeling like nauseous, sweaty, clammy, just not feeling good, like just a gastrointestinal, not feeling well. And I don't usually get those kind of nauseous things. I don't throw up, and I felt like I could. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Catwalk. So I just was feeling real clammy and really icky, and I hadn't eaten much. I ate a banana thinking that might help. Hi, Mr. Breeze. Yay, come on in. I was just saying last night, my normal Monday live stream, I just got sick. I don't really know what it was, other than an overwhelming, nauseated feeling, clammy, sweaty, warm. I wound up going and laying down, and I stayed in bed for a couple of hours. Hi, Doreen. Donna, I'm sorry. Hi, Donna. Can't see good. And when I got up, I felt a little better. Not 100%, but today I feel pretty much just about back to normal. Not great, but not bad. I don't know what it was. I didn't really eat anything funny. Matter of fact, I didn't eat much. I thought maybe I was hungry. So I made some eggs about 11 o'clock at night. Today I feel better. I'm not wearing makeup, just lipstick. I didn't feel like doing too much. But I did want to tell you guys, because I got a lot of people that were asking how I was and stuff, and I didn't want them to worry. I don't know what it was, but it was definitely an indigestion, something I don't get. I don't normally get like that. So how's everybody doing? Yeah, surprise. You never know with me. That's the thing. I'm never someone you can figure out when it comes to, is she going to make it live? Rosie, what are you doing? I just took the girls out. We're expecting terrible weather. There's a thunderstorm advisory. Kathy's son, Nathan's the weather person in the family, and he says to be ready to go to the storm shelter. So that's the kind of evening we're going to have, right? It's windy out and it's overcast, but no rain or anything yet. It's a terrible time of year. This is the time of year when, if you're going to go in a storm shelter, it's usually like May. Hey, Giggle Fishy. Hey, Cat. Lucy Cat. It could have been something like that, Kimberly. I don't know. Hi, Fantastic Dreamer. I've heard your name before. Well, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. Yeah, why did my friends leave Texas? Leave Florida to move to Texas? That's a very good question. And welcome to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Hello, ZT, Mystery Lady. I don't think I've seen that person, Donna. Yeah, so Guthrie's not, it's close, but not that close. Yeah, this is the time of year that we get the wind and stormy weather and possible hail, and that's the scary part because things can get wrecked. Um, so Fantastic Dreamer, I can tell you that a short version of it, but I've been on YouTube for about 6 years. If you look in my playlists, and you can start at the very beginning, and then you'll get the whole story of how I got where I am. Um, but I will say that Kathy, my best friend, is where I live on her property with her husband in my RV, and it's a full hookup. And I've been here 5 years. The reason they're here is that her older son got her younger son involved in some sort of a business thing, and he came, so they came, and it worked out for them. And so Kathy and her husband found that they wanted to be near the grandkids, and that's how it happened. And then Kathy's mom moved here, and it just seems like it turned out that no one's from Texas, but we've got about 25 people in the families that are the married families and everything. Mortimer the Chi. Oh, I haven't seen Mortimer. Is he like really cute and brown with adorable tiny thing? I think I've seen that one. I love TikTok. I'm sure I've seen it. I don't know. So tonight's an iffy night. That's why I thought, well, I'll do an early live stream while the weather's not terrible. And yeah, I've been sitting here doing some adult painting again. It just keeps me busy. When I wasn't feeling good, I had to have something to do. But I wanted to also say thank you to Claudia, one of the subscribers that comes into the chat. And she sent me a card and a sweet message. And she sent me this box. And what she had told me, and I knew that she had told me about it, is that she had these really cool pieces of mother of pearl. These are hearts, but they have holes, so I can make earrings and stuff. And there's several neat things that have holes, and they're really pretty. So I am going to definitely make some earrings. Yeah. And I think I'm going to make a necklace. Hi, Lynn. And she sent me this bronze metal feather with a little thingy. And I think I can make it hang from a necklace. So I got some goodies, and I really thank her. Thank you so much. Yeah, they're really neat, Linda. They're not your average, they're not normal stuff, and it's going to make pretty earrings. So this week, when I'm out there, I will be using some of those. That's for sure. I love mother of pearl, and that looks like white mother of pearl, kind of, and the regular natural. So that's what I do here in this small town. Is I make jewelry, I paint, I color. That's about it, really. There's not a whole lot that happens in a tiny town like this. Hi, Carrie Joe. But I was sick yesterday, and I wanted to come in here and let you know that I'm okay today. I must have had, it felt like a bug. I mean, it did. It felt like nauseous, clammy, hot, and cold. And it just made me want to like almost puke, and I didn't. So it passed, and I'm just kind of taking it easy today. Yes, Lynn, those look like really neat bottoms, because I definitely, like, I make earrings. And if you have something really interesting at the bottom, then you can add a few little crystals or beads. I'm glad I'm feeling better too. I'm not 100%, but I'm certainly like 90%. I mean, I'm just almost back to whatever normal is, right? What's going on? So, yeah, I got an order from Amazon today with dog goodies. It is a horrible feeling. I don't ever vomit. I mean, I can remember on one hand the times that I have, vomited when I was sick. But it was close. And it passed. I mean, it did pass, but it was weird. All I could do was lay down. I'm so excited that Nomadland won Best Picture of the Year, and that Frances McDermott won Best Actress. Have you all seen Nomadland, the movie? Because I watched it several times, and I thought it was done so well for what they did and what they portrayed. It was really good. Yeah, I don't think it was sinus. I just think that I might have. I don't know. I feel better today, though. Just maybe I ate something that wasn't good. And I tried to think of what I ate, and it didn't seem like I ate anything. I had bought a steak. I don't usually eat steak, but I went to the local market and got a package of steak. Hey, Nature Spirit. Hi, Kathy. And I ate a steak. Now, this tasted fine, but that's the only weird thing that I ate because I don't eat steaks that often, you know? Hello, Richard. But Nomadland, I see it on Hulu. If you guys get Hulu, it's free. I've watched Nomadland a few times. Even when I was sick last night, I put Nomadland on the TV in the bedroom because it's not noisy. It's a calm, it's a very interesting feeling that movie gives. And it does give a glimpse of what it's like to be a nomad and to be living out in, the Arizona where everybody goes in the winter. And then Bob Wells, when I watched the Oscars and he was mentioned, I mean, Frances McDermott thanked Bob Wells, and I forget who else, another person. And that's just, isn't that amazing? That's so cool. Hello, Zabe. Hi, Mom. Who's your mom? I'm not your mom. But you can call me Mom if you want. I'd make a great mom. Molly, hi, sweetie. I'm coloring too. Look, this is what I've been doing today. I started it yesterday. I got my pens out, so that's, You're welcome. Yeah, you should have such a cool mom like me. Well, you don't have to keep your opinion to the, what didn't you like about the movie? That's what I'd like to know. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Molly. I'm curious because I thought, I watched it the first time, and then I had to watch it again, and I think, you get more, and it really was a quiet movie. It was very subtle. She was wonderful in it, very real. I thought it was done well. But I'm curious what you didn't like about it. Because they didn't show any happy people out there camping in the desert. I know that. But that just was, that was this story, and it was good. Obviously good enough to win an Oscar. Hey, Cindy. I'm feeling better. Thank you, Cindy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to call it a little bug, a little virus or something. But I feel fine today, so. But when I was sick, I was like, oh no, I don't want to go to the doctor, Okay, let's see what they, Nature Spirit says, they made it seem like being a nomad in America is depressing, and that they made it seem like people are forced into that lifestyle. Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree that that the story kind of went through that part, that telling the story in that way. Um, I think the only suggestion I would have had, and who am I to give them a suggestion? Um, they could have showed a couple of people enjoying their life that they chose it. They could have seen a little bit of that, but the story is about a woman who lost her husband and was grieving, and had to find herself again. So it really wasn't a story about what it's like to be a van person or what it's like to live in an RV. It really wasn't about that, although it showed her having to use the bathroom, in a van and all the things that she had to do. So in that respect, I think it was done well. Could they have done a little bit better on making that not everybody was kind of forced into the lifestyle? I agree with that. See? But to me, it was done really well. I loved it. And yes, that was the only thing I thought of was, gee, they could have had at least one, either a couple or somebody's going, oh, we love the lifestyle, we chose it. That would have been cool. Well, it won Best Picture, and Bob Wells got thanked at the Academy Awards, the Oscars, on stage. I thought that was hot. It was really good. So, made me happy. I really have a very nomadic heart, or whatever you want to call it. Like, I relate to the people that are, in a nomadic way, living in their RV. Could I do it? God, I wish I would have done it younger, when I had a little more oomph. But I do live in a travel trailer. I was going to go to Oregon with this travel trailer, which I still have thought about doing, believe it or not. I'm kind of in limbo right now. I'm trying to decide just what do I really want to do with the rest of my days, because I don't know how long I have. Nobody does. So, I just, I'm trying to just take it slowly. Totally, Kathy says, in my opinion, from what I see, a lot of nomadic life is depressing. The movie would have been weird if it wasn't all sad and depression. That is reality for some, not all. That's exactly true. And Kathy, it was her journey after losing her dear husband. She was grieving, and so she heard about jobs that like Amazon and the Beat Festival. And most of the people that are in vans or RVs have stories why they're doing it. Doesn't mean it's bad or good. They just told the story through the eyes of her age group and who she was talking to. And we all have a reason, for what we do in our lives. Like I could really relate to those people. The only people that choose that are usually families that can be in a big bus and they fix it up. They got the money to really make it nice. But if you're just getting by, if you're just trying to make a place for you, then it's not that easy. I'm sorry, no matter what anyone says. RV lifestyle full-time has a lot of work to it. It does. And a completely different mindset if you're out in the world all the time. Yeah, it wasn't meant to be like a jolly, happy, here we are, camping, we love it. It really showed the true, I thought it did really well. I'm waiting for the Nomad Airbnb. What would that be like? Yeah, I don't think people are forced into it. I think that's a choice that we make, or somebody makes, and it's a big choice. And hopefully they've thought about it a long time and studied it enough to know what they really do need, for their life. But everybody's different. And as far as going to Florida still, yeah, it's still in my radar. It's just I'm not sure. I'm just not sure what I'm gonna do. Hi, Sissy. Thank you. I am feeling better. I am. I'm pretty much back, but I was not feeling good enough to do this yesterday. Right. Kathy says the movie made it very clear, pretty clear, that the main character chose that lifestyle. Yeah, she chose to be out there. That's what she needed to do. A lot of people need that quietness of the desert or whatever they're doing. I think it's pretty cool. I'm really happy it won because it really had a lot of depth to it. You know, showing people that are struggling, showing people that had tragedy and they now live in the desert in the van. Those are all true stories, really. 84 degrees, Carrie. Well, it's I think about 84 here too, actually. But we're expecting a storm. We've got a big old thunderstorm warning. So, I'm hoping it doesn't come this way. Yeah, I have a nomadic kind of heart, you know. I would love a home, but I always like to travel too. You know, I get the urge. It's a choice. You know, you make a choice. I have a choice. I can pull this RV out and continue to travel with it, but it's just too much work for me with my truck. I just don't have the oomph. That's the truth. Richard said it got to the 80s in Illinois too. Yeah, it looks like summer's kind of flung on us here, Texas. We had really cold weather last week and now it's been really hot. Yesterday was 90 something. New Hampshire 69. That's perfect. New Hampshire's good this time of year. I like that kind of weather. I like 50s and 60s and 70s. Kimberly, she said, I haven't watched it, but a movie with depth to it. How refreshing. Definitely going to watch now. Most movies today are too computer generated for me. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. You just have to take it from her viewpoint of being, like I said, I really related to her grief and how she got through it and the people she met. It was interesting. Gigglefishy said, I still can't believe that I started watching Nomad channels 4 years ago. Me too, 6 years ago. Which my friends' relatives thought was weird, and now there's a movie about it that won Best Picture. Right. I know. I was really happy to hear that. I watched Oscars just to see. Just to to hear. Yeah, Kimberly said it was 90 degrees in Nebraska yesterday too. Today, luckily, we barely broke 60. Well, there's a storm moving around. I don't know how far from here it is. Carrie Jo said, I heard it was sad, so I haven't wanted to watch it. I don't think it's a sad movie. Like terms of endearment's a sad movie. This is a movie that takes you through this woman's time getting away from where she lived, where her husband died, and meeting up with the people that like Bob Wells group and learning how to do it. Because when you first move in your van, you don't know what you need. You don't know how hard you don't know the safety that you need. And so she got taught, and she worked hard. It's not easy. Donna says she was in grief for her husband and her city. The whole town shut down. Economics in the U.S. That's true. That's how she started the movie, was that their factory after so many years was closed down and the town was messed up and her husband died. But, and then it went on, with her. Yeah, I'd say it was more deep than sad too, Kathy. Yeah, storms here can be iffy. This time of year, we can get tornadoes and we can get hail. Since I'm here, we've never had tornadoes. We've had hail, but nothing major, thank God. It's a good movie for people that do think about, maybe going out there and living in some sort of a RV or a van, especially a van. I don't know how people do it in a van. See, that I couldn't do that what she did, but I know what my limits are, so I couldn't do that. Now, if I was younger, possibly, but I like a little more room. And so we're ready. I mean, the girls are going to have their harnesses on. And Kathy and her mom, they were down in the storm cellar. And they sprayed for bugs and swept out any cobwebs. That's what happens down in the storm cellar. And we've been in the storm cellar a few times. Yeah, I think if anyone's thinking about going on the road in their car, in their van or their car, they should watch the movie. And it's right, Donna says everyone that she met was nice and kind. I think people are generally help each other, especially the people that are out there and teach each other. It is scary. And it's a scary place because the storm shelter is by Kathy's mom, which is a couple blocks away. And you have to go down in this stair and hold on and make sure, the dogs are, it's a hassle and dark. But we all have flashlights and bottles of water. But you don't stay long. You just sort of wait till it passes. Yeah, who would have thought I'm a California girl, Florida girl, would ever be in a storm shelter in northwest, central, whatever this is, Texas. You never know what your life's going to get put on you. I would have never thought this. No, it's at in her mom's backyard. Yeah, Mary's got a storm shelter. And there's a storm shelter for Nathan and Nadia. They have one too. So I'm on, Sarah. I just wanted y'all to know that I was okay. I just had kind of a flu bug or something last night. Nauseous, indigestion, stomach ache, headache, sweating. And I had to lay down. I laid down for several hours, then got up and had some eggs, and I started feeling better once I laid down. I don't know what it was. So yeah, that's that. We have a storm shelter, and we have her mom's car is here. So my truck and Mark's truck's underneath the overhang, and the deal is, if we have to go, we go in her mom's car, drive 2 blocks, park it under her. She has an over thing too, over driveway. Yes, Cindy, I lived in okay, I'll tell you the start. I was born in Buffalo, New York. My parents, when I was about 5, me and my sister, we moved all the way across to Los Angeles, California. And I was in California until I was in my mid-20s. And then I went to Florida, where I stayed pretty much. I traveled a lot, but I was, my home base was Florida for years until like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Richard says, goes to show life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what life's going to bring you. You don't. Really, the best laid plans, Richard. Gigglefish, she says, when I was growing up in Southern California, our close friends had a bomb shelter. A bomb shelter in their backyard. It was very small, very dark, very scary. Eventually it filled up with water from rain. Tea and toast is a good idea. You're right. I'm still feeling a little, I don't know, belching. I'm not a belcher person, But I think something irritated my stomach. Hopefully that's all. But this storm shelter is pretty big, and it has lots of chairs, and there's a rug, some kind of area rug that, Kathy had put down there. So it's not horrible, but it is dark. Buffalo winters are nice and icy snow. Hi, Frederick. Hi, Joan. I'm going to stay safe as possible, right? How are you doing? I'm going to call you. I want to talk to you again, Joan. I miss you. Donna says my grandparents had a bomb shelter built in their Castro Cubs era. The noise is Mark. He's outside building where the our chicken coop used to be. It's still there. He's closing it in with panels of wood and making it more of a storage shed. That's what's happening. Hey, the steaming bean. How you doing, Scott? Hi, Regina. Yeah, so Mark's outside. If you hear building noises, that's him. And I'm doing okay. I didn't feel good last night. I don't know what the heck got me, but it's kind of passed. So I'm glad. Yeah, he's sort of closing it in, kind of Mickey Mousing it, kind of. Let me see if I can show you. I washed all my windows. And now it's like, let me see if I can. Oh, the birds. Here, hold on. I'm going to take this off. It might not work, but. Okay, I'm going to turn around. See, there's a birdie I put some bird food in. I clean these windows and you can actually see out. It's kind of overcast, but not bad. But tonight's supposed to be the stormy time. We get all kinds of birds. Right now there's only one. Sometimes there's dozens. Okay, let me put this back. Hold on. Not easy. Okay. Average snowfall in Buffalo is 93.4 inches. I know. Yeah, the campground, well, this isn't a campground here. I made my own little campground. I've got a full hookup that I put in personally. You had to pay for the plumbing to make a sewer line and electric and water. The only garden that we're doing this year is going to be, I'll show you guys. Kathy's put seeds in. So far they're not coming up, but lots of okra because it grew really good last year. And we're going to do squash and zucchini. I think she's got a tomato plant. There's a couple peach trees that, I don't know. We are going to get some more chickens because the end here, it's just going to be a smaller area and just get like maybe 4 chickens. And then we'll have some eggs. I loved having chickens. They're very, very nice. When you raise them as chickies, little babies, they're not afraid of you, and they can be pets. These weren't. I mean, we had them. I named them all. You know, I'm the one that talks to them like a baby. So does Mark. They would get on Mark's head, you know. Regina says, good timing for the live stream. I have strawberry cake in the oven, so I'm sitting down. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Yeah, we've had tomato. I think there is a tomato plant out there, but they didn't do that good last year. We're gonna get a few chickens. Yeah, he's gonna fix that end of the storage. Stay a chicken coop. No, we didn't eat the chickens. Actually, when we got rid of the chickens, we put them over at somebody's farm here. And okra, if it's cooked properly, Scott, it's really good. If it's cooked yucky and it's slimy, it's horrible. So maybe you've just not had it prepared. Maybe I'll do a thing on how to cook okra. If you look at my playlist, I have cooking. I have a whole playlist of cooking. There's okra on there. Check it out. Because I make the best okra. I take okra and I cut it up in bite-sized pieces and then saute it with by itself for a while in olive oil, just until it starts to brown. And they really have to cook it good. And then I add diced tomatoes, sometimes onion, and keep it cooking. And I put sometimes dill weed, but you can put, garlic and salt and pepper, whatever you want. And it's delicious. You just got to really cook the heck out of it. Keith, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Glad you caught me live today. We didn't want to eat the chickens. No. It's not pickles. You should plant some hot peppers. Yeah, I'm not really planting anything. I will water. I'll help water the thing, but it's their garden. The dogs are great. There's Rosie right there, hanging out, and Lily. Lily doll. Come here, sweetie. Whoa. Let me get you. No, don't fall. Okay. And I got me my little Lily Bell here. Oh. I don't know. When I go shopping, I use those wipes, and I always clean the cart. It could be anything, but it's gone, so I'm feeling like that's okay. Pickled okra. I've had pickled okra, but I do like okra cooked really, really well done. I do. I cook it a certain way, and the little white seeds that are in there, they pop and they're delicious. But they have to. Okra starts to get kind of, what would you call it? Slimy, as it's cooking, and you have to go past the slimy stage. You know, past the slimy. Then it's not slimy anymore. Oh, hello, Barbara. In Brisbane, it is in the morning, 8 in the morning. Hey, top of the morning to you. And people put it in soups, but I think it stays a little more slimy in like gumbos and stuff. Yeah, I never do okra with slime. Honest. I cook it hard with tomatoes and it's delicious. I was taught how to cook that many years ago by a landlord I had in Key West named Sean. He was Irish. Oh, okay. Brisbane is pronounced Brisbane. Okay. Learn something new every day. Donna says, I bought some real expensive clothes from Goodwill for cheap today. Designer items. Nice. That's good. Thank you, Barbara. You don't think okra is legal in Nebraska? Man, it grew so good last year. Every time I'd go out, I could get a bunch, and there was always more. It was really good, and we all like it, so. And another thing that grows really good here is zucchini and squash. The yellow squash and the green zucchini, big, beautiful ones. Oh yeah, Lynn, definitely. I do have it on there. If I make it again this year, I'll do another video. But if you go to like my homepage and you hit playlists, there's cooking with me, and if you look down on the playlist, you'll find okra. And other good stuff too. Who's Newman? That he would call it a violet, a vile weed. I don't know. The okra is slime? No, I can't. Good evening, John. Right, and then the other ways to cook it is deep fried. Right, you cut it in bite-sized pieces, and you can coat it with like panko or breadcrumbs, and it's delicious that way too, fully cooked. Yeah, cornmeal. That's right. I don't usually fry it, Elaine, because I don't do a lot of frying in my house when it comes to that. But if I go out to eat around here, I would pick the side dish of fried okra. Yes. Oh, Seinfeld's mailman. Now it makes sense. Duh. Yeah. I think a lot of kids grow up not eating anything green, not liking green, you know. But I didn't like okra when I was a kid. I think I'm trying to think if there's anything I really don't like. Yeah, if it's fried, that's the most popular way is fried with cornmeal. I'm trying to think if there's anything I hate, cause like Kathy doesn't eat caraway seeds, so a good rye bread, like a good Jewish rye with caraway, she can't eat it. It has to be seedless. I don't understand that, but anyway, you know, I don't I really like all food. I think some better. I don't like tongue and stuff like that. Liver. I'm not a big liver eater. And I don't like slimy food. So I even gumbos, it has to be cooked good. Birds, the birds are feeding. You still don't like greens, huh? Now I don't like kale. I can say honestly, I've tried kale and I really don't like it. I don't hate it, but I don't make it and I don't really pick it. And I don't really like you, Lucy Cat. I don't like green bell peppers. I don't hate them, you know, but I do like red bell peppers better and yellow and orange. I love caraway seeds too. Yeah, you can give me caraway seeds. I enjoy it. Think about squash. Think about it. Thinking about it. I love sesame seeds toasted on top of rice and with like an Asian flavor. Nature Spirit said, "Yep, I'm getting ready to plant some more plants. I got to do the zucchini, squash, cucumbers, carrots, green and red bell pepper, and pinto beans." Yeah, they don't have as many. One of the years that I was here, that whole yard, that whole place I just showed you was a big garden. They had watermelon and cantaloupes and greens and onions and stuff, but some of it just didn't work. Yeah, so if you have trouble eating veggies, well, you have to eat what's comfortable for you, of course. Yeah, when I was growing up, my mother would make tongue, a big old cow's tongue, and then she slice it up, and we had mustard, and we dip it in mustard, and I never liked it. And then liver and onions, lots of onions. I mean, I like the onions. I just didn't love liver. Yeah, it's kind of weird to look at a tongue. It didn't taste horrible. It's just the idea of it, and it just something I wouldn't eat. Yeah, it's a weird thing. I think the people that, back people that were brought up in the 40s, 30s, 40s, early 50s, they were raised on stuff like that. Cow's tongue. I know, and it looked like a tongue. My mom would put it in like boiling water, and it looked like the tongue with part of the back of the throat. It was, ugh. Yeah. And then it would sit there and nobody would really go for it, you know? No, my mom was a good cook, though. She would make really good spaghetti and meatballs and lasagna. My mom made great soups. We don't eat brains or anything. A lot of people eat chitlins and stomach and all that kind of stuff. My grandma, who was Russian Jew, she used to have a hotel in Buffalo, and she would make kishka. Does anyone know what kishka is? Really, tongue is as crab bait. I love crabs. Ooh, my dad would bring home calf and lamb heads on Sunday mornings. I mean, it's just when you were brought up, and where you were brought up. Sarah says, when my sis was pregnant, she worked at Alpha Beta as a checker, and she would gag every time liver came through her check skin. Yeah, and the depression, right? No part of the cow was wasted, and people are like that now. We're just our country's kind of spoiled. We don't do that kind of stuff. The tongue was cheap. I went out with a guy who was from like Persia, like Persian. I guess that's now Iraq. And they ate like a whole head. You'd open a refrigerator in their home, and there'd be I think it was a goat head with eyeballs, and they would eat all that stuff. Ugh, you know, I like chicken livers better than just liver. See that Linda said her father would eat tripe. Yuck. Yeah, my parents didn't do the tripe. Cow heads. Yeah, yeah. Hi, Ryan. Neighbor would bring home cow heads. Ugh, not exactly sure what he makes with it. Yeah, they stew them. Like these Persian guys, them they would stew them with potato and onion, and they'd make a big stew and then just eat it. I know, Sarah, but you're not Persian. That's the thing about people. You don't really, people are brought up a certain way, and I know you weren't, but Ryan Gigglefishy says they probably make horror movies with the heads. Yeah, uh-huh. Kathy says, remember when Granny on the Beverly Hillbillies made crawdaddies? Now it's a common thing to eat. That's true. Yeah, crawdaddies are kind of weird. They're like kind of like spiders. Lobster spiders. Yeah, I mean, all kinds of different ethnic groups eat different things. I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what kishka is. Well, my grandma used to call it kishka. It was they would use an intestine, like like to stuff like a sausage a casing. They'd use the intestine, and I don't even know what was in there. It tasted, it tastes pretty good, I gotta admit, but I really don't know what parts went into this stuffing. Sarah, she opens it. She screams when she opens a Tupperware and forgets what was in there. That's true. I can gag too. Frederick says when I was young, the chicken wings were thrown away. Now they're a delicacy. True. Right. It is different cultures eat weird things. Russian Jews, I mean, they were poor Jews that came over on the boat, and refugees. And you said, give us your tired and poor. Well, they came with all their different eating. Sweetbreads. Isn't sweetbreads brains or something? I've tried poutine. I like poutine. I had some poutine in Florida, but that's just French fries that's got cheese curds and a nice thick brown gravy on it, and it's pretty fattening, pretty tasty. What are sweetbreads anyway? Kimberly said, "Oh yeah, we made yummy pork sausage, and they were stuffed into sheep intestines when you buy them at the store, and that's probably what they are packed in." Giggle fishies. Me too. I've thrown away a lot of Tupperware in my time because I was too afraid to open it. Kidneys. Oh, is that what that is? Sweetbreads or kidneys? Okay. Birds are going crazy. Hi, Greg. Me too. Give me a good Jewish deli restaurant and I'm a happy camper. That's something in Texas that I really miss. When I went to Florida, I was there a couple months. I had smoked salmon and I had smoked fish and good bagels. And yeah, nothing like a good Jewish deli. You like Portuguese sweetbread? Now that's kidneys, right? Is that what we've decided? Is sweetbread is kidneys? See, you ate menudo. Yeah, Mexican food also has some weird stuff in it. And Jamaicans, they eat a lot of goat. That's for sure. Mr. Bree says lobster was peasant food way back when. I love lobster. I think my favorite food in the whole world is king crab and lobster. And clams. I like that kind of seafood. I thought sweetbread. So sweetbreads are kidneys, and then tripe. Isn't tripe the part that's the brain? Mountain oysters. Now, I was years ago traveling through Kentucky, and I met my cousin for dinner with his son, and they ordered what you just said. What do you call it? Uh, Mountain oyster, and they were like, I did try one, but I didn't like the idea that it was testicles, but it was fried. Oh, Portuguese sweet bread is a type of bread. Oh, that's different. Menudo is tripe or beef stomach. Ew. Sweetbreads are the thymus gland of the cow. Weird. Tripe is stomach. What's brains? Brains for lunch. Ew. Tripe is cow stomach. Okay, we got that. Yeah, goat. I've had goat. I won't throw up. No, I'm actually feeling pretty good considering what we're talking about. I like sourdough bread. Let's talk about bread. What's our favorite bread? I would say a San Francisco sourdough because it's got to be a San Francisco real sourdough to be the best. And then Jewish everything bagels. Those are my two favorite breads. Yeah, they fry the testicles in their little balls, and they're coated in a crispy, and you eat them, and they taste pretty good as long as you don't know what you're eating. That's right, Gigglefish. She said sourdough is the bread that's served in heaven with fresh, creamy butter. Mr. Bree says brains are brains. Worst thing I've ever eaten with scrambled eggs. I wonder why anybody would even have gone to eat brains. Bacon and avocado belongs real close to sourdough. I know, Barbara, that's, yeah. Jewish rye, yum yum. Hi, Marilyn. Marilyn says chocolate chip cookies are my favorite type of bread, I think you meant. Yeah. I love good bagels. You can't get them, it's hard to get a really good bagel in Texas. Maybe in Dallas or Houston, but not around here. Italian's good too. I know, Sarah, they're really, I've only had them once. I didn't order them, but I tasted them. Oh, gosh. Kimberly, you have them in your refrigerator right now, in your freezer? She's got testicles in her freezer. What kind of testicles, may I ask? That sounds really good, Kathy. A good rye bread with a piece of chunk of cheese and I one time went into a food addiction treatment center in 1987 because we had real good insurance and I was trying to, I've always had a weight issue. So the last thing I got to eat, because I knew I was going in to lose weight and, start. So I said, buy a big rye bread, and I sat there and ate rye bread and cream cheese. Head cheese on a saltine. That hog's head cheese. Yeah, that doesn't sound that good. I know there aren't many Jewish cows. Matter of fact, I think I'm the only Jewish person. I don't know if there's any Jewish people in Wichita Falls or Abilene. I doubt it. It's kind of funny. I'm kind of out of my element. Sourdough toast. I love sourdough and put some mayo and tomato and bacon. Mm, 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 mm. And in San Francisco, we would get like good clam chowder with a big loaf of sourdough bread that you would just dink in, you know. I'm getting hungry. I have to try a Swedish rye. I don't think I've had that. Hey, hi, RV Lucky. Oh, he's talking about the movie. It was about one person in her life, but for his nomads, there is many stories and many reasons why. Oh yeah, we already came to that conclusion that definitely everybody's got a story out there, and that was her story. Welcome, welcome. Kimberly said we had them. My husband, his brothers, and all the friends came over, and they stood around drinking and fried them up. I had nothing to do with it. Huh. Oh, men are funny. Some men they can be gross. Yeah, I have to come visit you, Kathy. I need to get away again. Crisp bacon, now that's served in heaven also. Maya, how you doing, sweetie? She says Missoula, Montana is famous for the Testicle Festival. If you order brains at the Oxford, the waiter yells out, he needs them to the cook. That's funny. No, listen, I live in a Jewish neighborhood. Seders are great. Yeah, you know, now when I was in Florida, my cousin Max, she'll have seders and she does Passover and stuff. Kind of keeps it alive, but she has a daughter there. But here, now there are some Christians that actually live like Jews, like the Old Testament, which is kind of neat. You know, it's kind of interesting, and they celebrate all the Jewish holidays. I have been to a couple of meetings with the people. It's interesting. Kimberly says, bet I could round up some of those mountain oysters for you girls if you come visit. No thanks. No thanks. So nice of you. Hi, Whispers in the Wind. Oh yeah, if you can give me a thumbs up, I definitely appreciate it. Right, Kathy, the Messianic Jews. Actually, they don't call themselves Jews because they're not Jews. I would, if I believe in Jesus, then I'm a Messianic Jew, right? But Christians that only believe in the First Testament, I don't know much about it, but I know that there's people around here that believe like that. You know what? In Buffalo, when I was there, well, it's been a while, but we went to this big art fair, and they had these like a hot dog stand, only they were bologna sandwiches, and they would cut the bologna thick and fry it up, and they'd put it on a wick. It called it a wick. It was like a Kaiser roll with salt on top, and serve it with cheese on it, and those were delicious. A Jew, I don't know. I don't know. The answer to that is Jewish is a religion. It's a religion. But you can say it's a people too, because, you know, I don't know how that goes. Susan, how you doing? She said, have you heard of glassing eggs to preserve them? No, I never have done that. Eggs don't last that long around me. Yeah, I think it's both too. Twin, how you doing, Twin Sparrow? 7-Up and Tums works for me with indigestion. I know, and I was wishing I had some kind of 7-Up or ginger ale. I didn't. Yeah, the Texas radar is looking pretty, not too great right now. As a matter of fact, Rosie, who's deathly afraid of storms, is now under my feet, under where I'm sitting here, and she's like clinging to my feet. That tells me it's gonna rain. She's like a radar dog. And thank you, twin. As a matter of fact, I got a card here from you. I think is this the one? Yeah. Thank you for the card. You are sweet. Nice gifts. And all those cards Mary loves. It's really good. Ooh. Donna, that sounds so good. My deli has chopped liver on fresh rye with red onion. Now, that's the one way I like liver. My mother would make chopped liver. Would she make it with hard-boiled eggs and onions and smalts. I'm not very good at it, which is kind of like chicken fat, and seasonings, and that's good on rye bread. Oh yeah, yeah. She's under my feet. I'm hearing a little bit of distant thunder. I wish it wouldn't. I'm so glad you all met me here today. Maybe Monday's not my best day. I don't know. I like to just do them when I'm in the mood, to do the live streams. Got to be in a talkative mood, Yesterday I felt like I was green. An ethnicity. Am I back on Weight Watchers? Well, I'm paying for Weight Watchers. I'm not really on it like I should. I pay for it, and then when my weigh-in day comes, they send me a little bing, and I look and I go, oh, I haven't weighed. So I'm trying to get my head back into, So at the moment, it's difficult. I'm not having one of those, oh, I can do this. And I'm hungry now. I haven't really eaten. I just had breakfast, so I'm ready to cook something. Yep. I don't know what I'm going to make. Nothing major. Nothing major. I think, I don't know, I got to feed the dogs and get ready for the wind to shake the place. Limburger cheese. And not everybody likes that, that's for sure. I don't mind it. I'm not a big, Roquefort. Kathy loves blue cheese. The more the better. The chunkier, the more she likes it. I like it, but I don't crave it. But I like it. A good blue cheese dressing. Roquefort. I don't know what the difference is of Roquefort and blue cheese. Kind of similar to me. I don't really drink a lot of tea, Whispers. I don't. So if I buy tea, it sits there forever. But anyway, so the rest of the evening I'm going to make myself something to eat, feed the dogs, continue on doing my drawing. If tripe is the lining of the stomach, what is the brain called? Chitlins? Chitlins? That's what it is, right? Yeah, chitlins is the brain. Now that I think about it. Really, Maya says Roquefort comes from caves in France. Didn't know that. What's the matter? You hungry? Get up here. Hold on. Oh my goodness gracious. Ugh. I got Rosie. Does she look worried to you? Hubby. I don't know what. Are you worried? Don't be worried. Love you. Let me fix this. Hold on. Get over there. Go over there. Go on. Get over there. Go on the couch. Get up there. Thank you. Because you're gonna. There. Okay. Now you can come back. I know. Sad. Chicken and cream cheese tamales rock. I would eat that. Oh yeah, Mr. Breeze. That sounds good. Wikipedia says sheep. What about chitlins? Yeah, she's worried. She's okay. It's not raining. I don't know what's wrong with her. Fried intestines. So then what's the word they call brains? I don't know. I thought it was chitlins. What an interesting subject line we've had today, huh? Yeah, she gets that look in her eye. And I hear Mark out there doing whatever he's doing. I put everything away and I put weights on my chairs. ZT says Rosie's hearing is 10 times better than ours. Yeah. Yeah, she kind of knows. She's doing okay right now. Because if she wasn't okay, she'd be like right here, staring up at me. Head cheese. Head cheese is what, Molly? Is that brains? Ew, sounds horrible. I don't know why anybody would call something head cheese. Anyway, kiddos, I just wanted to get on here and tell y'all that I'm okay. I made it. I just had a little bug and I'm just going to take it easy the rest of the day, but I do feel better. My appetite's there and I think I'm going to make it. You can't call it Roquefort unless it comes from France. Just like champagne. It's sparkling wine if it's not from France. Well, next time I eat Roquefort, I'll think about the caves of France. Dogs are interesting, aren't they? I love my puppies. I love most dogs, actually. I don't think I've really met dogs I didn't like. And kitties. Now, Kathy and Mark's cat, Sheba, she's a strange cat. Yeah. Kathy's cat, Sheba, is a bad girl. Oh, thank you, Molly. Yeah, yesterday wasn't good. Like, Sheba does things like she'll get on top of anything she wants and knock everything down. And rip up the Kleenex and rip up toilet paper and rip up paper towels and go where she's not supposed to go and tip things over and she's not real affectionate. Like, I go in there and I want to. Now, when they were gone out of town, Sheba was very affectionate. She couldn't wait to see me. But generally speaking, she just runs around nuts like a little nutcrack. She's a little nut. She's a year old. So, anyway, yeah, she's a strange cat. Because Mark had a cat named Charlie for like 18 years or something. And that cat was just so sweet and loved people. This cat, you know, She rules the roost, but she's only affectionate when she feels like it, once in a while. I don't know. Scrapple. I don't know what Scrapple is. Somebody Google Scrapple. Yeah, Maya, that's the cat. When Sheba almost died when she was a little kitty because she got under the chair. And she came back to life, and she is full of vim and vigor. And she's big. Well, she can't live outside because she's been declawed. So thank God, because if she had her claws, the curtains, everything, she pulls down everything. She's very, very bad. Spam and Scrapple and Spam are similar. Yeah, so that's their baby. I mean, they love her, but she's not that affectionate, you know. Hi, Marilyn. Scrapple looks like disgusting. Yep. Also known as Pennsylvania Dutch name panhas or pan rabbit. Traditionally a mush of pork scraps. Okay. With cornmeal. Okay. Trimmings, cornmeal. Everybody looked it up. Wheat flour, buckwheat flour, and spices. Sweet bread is brains. Kristen, you think? I like Spam, but I don't know. Hi, Scott. How you doing? Yeah, Donna, they probably should have. Because this little stinker, maybe eventually she'll calm down and be more lovable. But, like, if you call her, she knows you're calling her, and she just, like, runs by you. So, oh well. She's pretty. Pickled pig's feet. Yeah, that's another thing that people like. Some people like. Mama, how you doing, Mama Wanderlust? She said they never had meat in their Scrapple. Scrapple's big in Maryland. Yeah, isn't that like kind of like sausage in the morning? People have like Scrapple and eggs. Yeah, very independent kitty. Although not so independent when she needs you to open up her cans and her food. No, I like Sheba. I just wish she would come to me. And the only time she came to me was when Kathy and Mark were out of town on a vacation, and I was taking care of her. Then she got on me, and I actually, you know. What about brawn? I don't know what brawn is. That's possible, Carrie Joe. Maybe that day she did. Maybe you didn't have meat because you guys were poor. It's possible. I know our parents didn't let us know. When I was young, we were pretty poor, but we always ate good, you know. There is a meal that I make to this day once in a while. We called it shells, and it was shell-shaped pasta. And you cook the pasta and drain it, and then you put in like a half a stick of butter and melt that in, and then put in a can of crushed or diced big can of tomatoes, just whole tomatoes, and salt and pepper, lots of pepper, and that's it. We ate it. We liked it. Twin Sparrow says, when I was a kid, the cat would come running at the sound of the electric can opener. Yeah. Well, I think that's a natural thing that cats do. Yeah. Oh, Marilyn, really? She said, I spent the day in the ER with my mom. She fell again? She fell this morning and was dizzy, stayed all day for them to say all tests were normal. I'm disgusted. I'm exhausted. I know, and it's so heart-rendering when your mom, someone you love like that, you don't know what's going on. Chitterlings are hog intestines. Okay. Molly says she actually tried barbecue pig's feet once. It was pretty good, but I really can't do any of that stuff. Yeah, I've tried stuff, but that doesn't mean I'm going to get more and more, you know. Yeah, the goulash, that Shell's dish didn't have any meat in it. I guess if you would have put a hamburger in it, then you got the goulash thing. But this was pretty simple, like just butter, salt, pepper, and a big can of tomatoes with the juice, and enough to flavor it. Salt. She didn't even put garlic in it. And I do that sometimes. I'll make it when I'm want some comfort food, like right now. Pork and bean salad with mayo, red onion, and sweet pickle. Yeah, that's different. Do you ever make I do this once in a while. Fried potatoes, wieners, and eggs. Yeah, that sounds good. It's called a pear salad, where you get canned pears, half that come in a half, and you drain them, and then you put the pear down, and then you scoop. You put a little bit of mayo in the hole, like in the pear hole, and then on top shredded cheddar, and a cherry, like a maraschino cherry on top, and they're yummy. Yeah, that's pretty much, I guess, what the Shells were to my mom and dad were like. You cooked it, it was filling and it was tasty. Can't help, I never felt like it was a bad thing. There's a lot of stuff that all of us can share with each other. Yeah, the pear salad's really nice. You get a big can of pears, like the giant can, and drain them, and then lay them all out, and then a little mayonnaise and a little cheddar, shredded cheddar, and a cherry top. And it's so pretty, and everybody eats them. Twin Sparrow says, when our cat, when I was a kid, would chase the small ball around the bathtub, red ball, paddle ball, and an aluminum foil ball, and would bring it back and fetch. Yeah, she won't fetch. She likes to play with stuff. She plays with boxes, And you know what? I've had my dogs, Rosie, for gonna be 14 years. She loves Sheba. Her and Sheba, the cat, chase each other and play. I've never seen her like a cat like that. Marilyn says, my aunt used to make what we called macaroni and tomatoes. Sounds exactly like Shells. I guess that's just, yeah, I might even make that for my dinner. That's how hungry I am right now. Oh, that would be fun. I've done those. Ants on a log, celery with peanut butter, sprinkles, and raisins. Did RV Lucky, what do you say? Fruit cocktail, upside down cake. Yeah, I'd eat that. Yeah, that's neat, Maya. I know I've done family dinner here, and I've done the pear salad for everybody a couple times, and they always get eaten. I grew up in the 60s eating TV dinners. Yeah, of course. It's nice if a cat will bring it back. Um, Lily and Rosie will fetch and bring back their toy until they're tired. And then they just the last time I throw it, it stays there. Dogs. Well, I'm going to hang this up because I'm ready to have dinner. I got myself hungry. I know that... Rosie, are you hungry? I got to feed them before the rain comes, or they won't even, believe me, they won't eat. Well, oh, thank you for the super chat, Scott. Thank you so much. How nice, kind of you. Really appreciate that. Sissy said couldn't do the pig feet, not even barbecued. Cottage cheese and peaches. Yeah, I like that. I like cottage cheese and hard-boiled eggs, and instead of mayo, make egg salad. I've done that on my channel, actually. That's another recipe I did, and it's delicious. I am so thankful that you all came in here to say hello. I've never seen chicken wings at Dollar General. What company makes them? Is he? Tucker Carlson's the mayor to Swanson. I mean, mayor. The heir. I can't talk. Heir to Swanson. Cottage cheese and tomatoes. I like that myself. I've never had grape pie, but I bet you could make it pretty good, Lucky. Well, I'm so glad we all got together. Sometimes impromptus are the best because it's early enough that a lot of people that are in other countries can still get here and be a part of it. I've never seen them at Dollar General. I'll have to look. Tyson's. It was fun. Thank you, Marilyn. Thank you, everybody. Good with Fishy and Molly and Lynn and Lucky and Mama and Donna and Sparrow. All of you people that I love. I'm going to go find something to eat. But I wanted y'all to know that yesterday I wasn't up to doing this, so I thought I would do it today and let you know I'm recovered. I'm feeling good. I don't know what it was. Love you too, Marilyn. Oh, the moon. Yeah, the moon was big. Right now we got kind of cloudy skies. I don't know what to expect tonight. Hanging in there, though. Ready to go to the storm shelter if need be. Hope I don't have to. Love you all. Thank you for coming in and visiting. Peace out.